All right, welcome to Miss Brayshaw's art class crib. I'm very spoiled to have this space. Walk in, it feels very artsy, a lot of time and love. I'm just gonna go down the list. I decided to stall and make this video when we were actually doing messier artwork, so I teach grade 6th, 7th, and 8th. They're all under this same roof. We're doing 3 projects at the same time, so anywhere from printmaking, ooh, look at that mess, to paper mache, sugar skulls. We're learning a cultural unit all about Dia de los Muertos. We're having a lot of fun in here. Safety. We did actually just have a fire drill the other day. So all our classes are equipped with these lovely red folders and assigned with our room number. I take them out to the field. This door is an emergency exit. I have another emergency exit over there. We usually go out the front where I was just standing. Safety is a huge thing here, so I don't even allow horseplaying. Which brings us over to the rules. So at the very start of the school year, all my students got this lovely rules list, which spells out artist. For attitude, respect, try your best. I will listen and follow directions. Sit in your seat at your studio. Take care of your studio before you leave. Parents got a copy of this too and signed it. So far, so good. I don't want to talk too soon, but whenever a student acts out of line, I bring them back over here. They rewrite the rule that they violated, and things go back to normal. So our rules seem to be pretty good so far. Let's talk about layout. So each table is like a station. I have students sitting in about 4 different sections. This room's kind of large, and the furniture I got to play with, I'm still kind of experimenting with. I have all my IEP and English learners right up here in the front. That way they get this gorgeous view of this day's schedule, all the key terms, our daily sketch, which changes every single day. And it is Inktober. If you guys don't know what that is, that's like an unofficial art holiday. The whole month of October, artists across the world draw in ink under certain themes. It's pretty fun. Anyway, so tangent aside, English learners always sit in the front. I do have a few students this year that are hard of hearing, so they know that they always get a designated spot right up here. It just works out for the best, because then they're also closer to the teacher desk, where the turn-in bin is, right over there. This year I've been trying my best to label things more obvious and more clearly to help the students out. Students do work in sketchbooks every day, so they have a little warm-up sketch when they come in. They get straight to work. It sets the mood of our very short 48-minute class period. So I've been labeling things. Turn-in bin, only one turn-in bin to keep it easy. Organization, since I brought up labeling, we'll go through that. This year I got really friendly with duct tape, colorful duct tape. So we have portfolio storage based on periods. These down below are their sketchbook storage. That way they don't have to lug around a heavy sketchbook. They can just lay it right here, and one student from their table station comes, gets all the sketchbooks, and they get started right away. Most importantly, we have storage over here, which is color-coded and labeled by periods. Each of these artist names, which this time I chose a lot more female representation. So here we have Georgia O'Keeffe, Frida Kahlo, Yayoi Kusama. We're gonna learn about all of them throughout the year. But these are like their table names as well. So Frida Kahlo, Yayoi Kusama, that's these 2 tables right over here. There they are. These were fun to make. Quote by the artist. It has a picture of their work, the name, the color, and the kids can coordinate. So when they're done with the project for the day, they take their projects that they're still working on and they put them back into their bin under the correct period. Believe it or not, that's been, it's taken a bit of training to get them to do that. But so far so good. No projects have been lost yet. So made it to October. I'm hoping that That means good habits have been formed already. So lovely storage bins for portfolios, sketchbooks, and all their work in progress, which ultimately gets turned into the yellow turn-in bin. Simple enough. All right, there's the rules again on the wall. Here is the all wall. I like to recognize young artists who have really put a lot of heart and soul into their projects. I do have a lot of kids who actually like to come in during lunch and even hang out after school and work on their projects. It's wonderful. I love being an art teacher because most of them are very enthusiastic. So this was our last unit, all about contour lines. We did observation drawing from hands, shoes to stuffed animals. That was one of the earlier projects we did about a few weeks ago. I'm getting ready to put up their shading projects next. So all wall stands for art with excellence. They see their project up there, they know they did a good job, and then it's fun for them to brag to their friends, makes them feel good. Strokes the middle school ego. Going back to the board, this is where I put the day's schedule. Right now, we're learning about art under a cultural context. So we're going over key terms. They write these in their sketchbook as well. We do have an Instagram account. That's where they can see their friends' work as well and like it. We already talked about the daily sketch. Daily sketch, they always have to put a date, keeps them organized. Let's see, have I missed anything? Students are asked to talk to each other, so if they're absent a day, they can talk to their friends, look in their friend's sketchbook to see what the theme was that they missed. I do mix my advanced learners, especially in the back areas. So all my IEP and English learners, I have them mostly up here, although for my 7th period class, I do have a more advanced kid who can speak both Spanish and English. He sits right here in between the 2 English learners, so I have 2 student translators who are a major help in my 7th period because I have 5 English learners, which with very limited English, so it's a lot different from last year. So I'm really thankful that I have student English translators to kind of sit in between to translate. But yeah, try to mix all my advanced kids, especially in the far back, so that they can help their peers. And I even take them aside and communicate that with them, and usually they're thrilled to do that. It's like a pat on the back because they know they're good. I believe that is mostly it. Still waiting on a student computer to get in. I have the head custodian on the lookout for that. I do have students email me to my school email if they have any pictures or research they want me to print out. I print it out at my own computer. We do use the projector. We also use the Elmo cam so they can show their work to the rest of the class when we pull down the screen. I've been really trying to teach from the academic language when it comes to talking about art. So we do give mini class critiques and table critiques. It helps them open up with each other and express their art a little bit better. Supplies. This is a huge classroom, and obviously I don't like students going through all the drawers and everything. So this year I did come up with a supply table where they're always allowed to come up here, get a sheet of paper if they brought their sketchbook, or use a ruler. There's pencils in that box if they forgot one. Because I have multiple projects going on at once, my last 3 periods of the day all are doing projects that involve magazines. So these with the orange trim, those are like the work bins that they can find their supplies in. So that's at each table. That keeps them from getting out of their seat and walking around. I do have stations set up for the first 2 periods, so all their supplies are already out at the counter. We already went over, safety and cleanup procedures. And then I have back storage where I keep larger sculptural pieces as well to dry. That's work from last year. I'm proud of them. And that's really it. So I think I'm just going to stop right here. Thank you for visiting. Bye.